everyone, and a very happy Monday, and also happy October. I really do hope that you're having a great start to the week. And today we will be looking at the very beautiful Build-A-Flower Laelia. The lovely Roxanne will be behind the badge and rocking the links. Sorry, I won't do that again. Well, I probably will, but I'm sorry, and Roxanne, but you will rock the links. So she will be behind the scenes. Also, if you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate on the Ulta News store. Hello there, everyone that is popping in. Hey, Sue, Daniel, Cece, and Debs, Rosie Rose, Fiona, and Bethany. Hello, everyone on YouTube. I know that we're not streaming over on Facebook. It seems to be having a little bit of a problem at the minute. Yeah, it's October. I know. How crazy is that? The year is going so quickly. So hello, everyone that has popped in. I am going to stop my waffling now. I'm going to move you guys down so we can take a look at the beautiful Build-A-Flower Laelia. Okay. Yeah, Facebook seems to be having a problem today, Carol. So I am sorry. Right. I'm going to flip this down now. Okay, so we're all good. We're flipped down. Yeah, Daniel. Yep, a lot of things are going down. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, me waffling. It's usual. And also the humming. So this one here is the Build-A-Flower Laelia. And I did have to Google how to pronounce it. And I believe that I am pronouncing it correctly. So hello there, everyone. Hi, Erica, that has just popped in. So this is the Build-A-Flower Laelia. This is the card that I shared over on our YouTube channel and blog last Friday when we released this beautiful set. So this is not the one that we're going to be making today, but you can check that out over on YouTube. So I'm going to move that over. I do have a spare one to use on a simple card later on. And if you're not familiar with our Build-A-Flowers, you do get a 6x8 set and also a matching die set, which is going to cut out these. Good call, Sue. Sharing on Pinterest. Good call. So let's get into stamping some of these beautiful flowers, shall we? I did give Roxanne a massive list of inks today. I'm not sure I'm going to use them all, so I am sorry, Roxanne, if I don't go through all the links and inks that I maybe have shared with you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my outline layer onto my block. I'm going to stamp a couple of these as we go. I would recommend having the layering guide out if you're not used to layering this flower up. So I'm just going to pop it on the side just so I can see. Oh, yep, black netto. It is so pretty. Okay, I am going to go with my obsidian black. As you can see, I have gold ink on here, but it's not going to bother me. Okay, so ink that up, and we're going to stamp that down. Oh, Sue, this is a huge flower. You can see when I stamp this down, I am stamping this onto a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock. Okay, so I have that one stamped, and I do want to stamp a couple more, but I'm not sure I'm going to need the whole image. I'm going to kind of leave that one as a full one. And I do want some more of those flowers because I'm not going to be using the whole of it. I find that it's a waste to stamp the whole image if I don't need it. So I'm just going to stamp that one there. Ooh. Okay. It's a very tropical looking flower as well. It does look like a daffodil, but it is in fact a Laelia, but you could definitely make it a daffodil. You know, us Welshies, we do love a good daffodil, so thank you for that, Sue. Okay, I'm going to just see if I can kind of fit in at least one of the leaf on this one. Also, you know I'm so nosy. If you do have any good news, please feel free to share it. We are all friends here. We like to know what's going on. So just make sure that you share your good news and we'll announce it over YouTube. I know Sue will have one. I know Sue. Okay, so let's go with these flowers, shall we? I'm going to go with the base layer for the flower, and we're going to have a pink one, a red one, and an orange one, hopefully. The lovely Roxanne has just popped in. So for this one, I am going to go with the pink diamond. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I'm not sure I can do a class on how to stamp with blocks. I don't know. Maybe we could just go through the basics. Although I don't know. I don't think I do anything special. I just kind of just go for it. If you really want to know what I do, if I line it up, I will show you. I'm going to go with Sunray for this one. So I line it up over the image, trying to make sure that it's in the perfect position. And then after I've lined it up for a little while, I just kind of just stamp it down and go with it. Yay, Sue! Bethany! Yes, that is exciting. I do hope that it all goes well for you. So yeah, let us know. Maybe next time we'll have more info on the home buying situation. I'm going to go for cotton candy. So this is going to be a pink one. This one's going to be more of a reddy one, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, Daniel, I bet you it is. Everyone needs to be a little bit less hard on themselves. That's what I believe. So that's my cotton candy one. Kind of close to this one, but a bit more bright. So that's my base. Okay. Then we're going to go with the second layer. We do have the layering guide, remember? And also all of these little doohickeys or layers, as they're probably called, do have their numbers on there too. I know that's the wrong way around. A3 for this one. Okay. So we're going Pinkalicious on this one. I am sorry, Roxanne, for the amount of inks that I will be using. Yay, Bethany. It is awesome news. It really is. It's always lovely to get your first home. Okay. So line it up and go for it. Also, if it's not properly lined up, it's totally fine. It really is. No one is going to sit there and say, well, you've kind of gone out of the outline with that one. I really don't see them doing that. If you spent that much time on the card to give to someone, they're going to appreciate it for what it is, the beautiful little original artwork that you've created. So this one is the chamomile. And I'm sorry that I am rushing through these inks. You don't really necessarily want me to go through all the ink colors. If you do, let me know. I will. Ooh, yes, Daniel. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that you got back into work as well. I know that a lot of things have been slow to open, but there you go. Things will get back to normal. It'll probably be a new normal, but it will seem normal again. So this one is Coral Berry, one of my favorite pinks in the world that's not actually really that pinky. I have to say that I'm not really much of a pink girl, but hey, I do love my teals, as you all probably know. So once I've got those two layers, I'm then moving on to our trumpety bit on the Laelia. And for this one, it's A4, so it's this one down here. Oh, and it is so, so pretty. Hey, Anne, I haven't seen it for ages. But yeah, this one is gorgeous. But like I say, with all Altenew stamp sets, you know, the layering stamp sets, you can't really see what the stamp is going to be like when you just look at the stamp set. I think the best way to go about seeing if you want the set is to have a look at the examples that the design team members come up with, because they come up with some stunners. Hey, me and Sue. Oh, yeah, that one was Rubelite. Sorry, Roxanne. I think that's a cherry blossom set for this one. Then golden sunset for this one, and then the red cosmos. No, red cosmos. So it might be easier just to pop those links in the little cubes. Okay, so this one is the Snapdragon. I just love the name of the set. The inks too. Snapdragon. Do you remember when you were a child and you used to make them talk? It can't be just me. Please let me know that it wasn't just me that made the Snapdragons talk. Okay, so that one's Snapdragon. Oh, it's so pretty. And you can just see how they're coming to life. Then we're going to go with Ruby Red. I think I maybe should have had another ink color for my layering. I think I should have. I think I'm going to have to double stamp. But it's okay. It's all good. We can do this. We can do this. So this one's Ruby Red. Again, I'm lining up the trumpety piece and then just that bottom petal, but it's top petal to you because I'm stamping upside down for this one. Yeah. So this one's definitely more red looking now that we've added the actual red on there. Okay, and then I'm going to move on to a smaller block. Always use the smallest block that you can when you are stamping your layers. I remember when I first started, sorry, cold season. I remember when I first started, this one's Raspberry, and I just bought a 6x6 block. So it is, in fact, this block here. I bought this one and I thought, if I have the biggest block, I won't need any more because I can fit all my stamps on there. Little did I know that these little things can rock. So especially the smaller your stamp is, the smaller your block needs to be, because otherwise it rocks. It's not going to give you the greatest impression either. So then we're going to go with Marigold, and I am having a whole stack of inks here. Again, Roxanne, so sorry. I do try to keep my ink selections quite close together, but I wanted it to be tropical, so I went a little awry with my ink selection today. And then last but not least, it is the Grapevine. Oh, Fiona, I would definitely recommend a quick drying dye ink for layering stamps, especially when you're first starting off, because you can kind of smudge other inks. So a quick drying dye ink is the best way to go. I do love the Altenew inks, and I'm gonna say that because they dry beautifully, and also the color selection is already done for you. So if you need 4 layers, the ink selection is done. So because this does have 5 layers for the flower petals themselves, I am going to double stamp the colors that I've already used. So I need the darkest pink that I had. Sorry, just trying to find it, and it's Raspberry. He's hiding over here. And we're going to double stamp this. So that means what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into position. Sorry, my glasses are getting in the way. Getting too much of a reflection. So once I've stamped it once, I'm going to quickly re-ink that and stamp that over again. Again, don't worry if this isn't perfect. It's just going to give you more depth of shade, I believe. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the Marigold. So this is the one that I used for this layer here, but we are double stamping. Okay, So marigold. I'm feeling particularly like my mother at the minute because I have my glasses on the top of my head because they were really, really glaring at me. Okay. So there's the marigold. Oh, I was doing so well cleaning things. And then we're going to go with the grapevine. Again, if you want to see how this layers up, we do have a layering guide video as well. If you can check out the website, if you pop over there, we do have the layering guide video for this set too. Okay, so there's most of the flowers done. Okay, I say most because we do have like a little centerpiece to go in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lightest yellow, which is the sunray, and I'm going to use that for all 3 flowers. So pop that back, grab out the little centerpiece. It is going to go over this, but don't worry because we're using a lighter ink. Ooh, Via. Yes. What colors did you go for? Let me know. I'm nosy. Let me know. Okay, so we're just popping that in. I think this is called the throat of the flower. Don't quote me. I may be wrong. I may be making this stuff up. I don't believe I am, but hey, maybe. Okay, so I have my beautiful flowers all stamped up now, and we can move on to the stem. I'm just going to grab a different block. So this is a long one. And now, when I take this off, my little sheet, you can see that it can be a little bit dangly, a little bit moving. And we want to make sure that we're going to get this perfectly in lined with the image. So you can see that that's gone off the image. My way around this is to grab the packaging. So the stamps are underneath there. So we're just on the top of the packaging. I'll move that in so we can kind of see what's happening. I'm trying to put this. So we can see that we've got the outline or the solid of this stamp. And I'm just going to place that directly on top. And as it does with the bottom, this will cling to that plastic or acetate. So I'm just kind of pressing it down, making sure that it's on top of that image there. I can then take my block and then pick that up, and it's going to be perfectly positioned. That's going to be in the right place. Ooh, you bought lots of sets. I hope that you did get the seashore set because it's my favorite and I kind of use it all the time. So I am going to miss out the firefly on the green meadow set. I'm going to jump directly into the grass fields for this one. Okay, just going to ink that up. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but I am getting a little bit of pooling on my stamp. Okay, so I'm going to clean that off. I must have touched that with my oily hands. And I'm just going to take my eraser and I'm just going to rub that over. I mean, you don't need to do it really hard. This is just going to kind of clean your stamp. So hopefully when I ink that up now, again with the grass field, and then I lift that up, you can see that we don't actually have any pooling on there. Okay, so if you are getting a little bit of pooling on your stamp, just make sure it's clean. You can use a regular eraser. I must have moved that slightly while I was rubbing it with my eraser. Or it's going to be okay. If we're slightly off, we're slightly off. No one will know. Okay. That green, it's beautiful. It reminds me of a Kelly green. Okay, or like a clover color. So the leaves themselves only have 2 layers, and then also the little bit where everything grows out of it. I don't know what that's called. Amy, or another one of our Livies, she would probably know what that bit's called. She's good with these things. Okay, stamped and stamped. Hey, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, you're gonna love it, especially in purple. I will show you my purple one because I know you love purple. Okay. Then I'm gonna take. Oops. Now there's 2 parts to this leaf layer. We popped it on the set like it is so we could keep the size of the image. So sometimes when you think, why aren't them stamps grouped together? It's because we kind of move them around a little bit on the set so we can fit everything in. Okay. Oops, I moved that slightly. So kind of put that in. And that, and then I can pick both of those pieces up at the same time. And I'm going to go in with Shadow Creek. Oh, Nancy! You should have grabbed it for the live. That would have been cool. Then we could have stamped together. Pop that down. Sorry, that was Shadow Creek if I didn't mention it. And then this one here. And then we just have that little doohickey bit there to go. Okay, there we go. So we are nearly finished with these, and then we can cut them out with the dies. Now we do have that small little thing, and I'm going to go with the firefly this time. I know, Fiona. I was worrying about it before I went live. I thought, nope, it's okay. We just need to go live. We can't do anything about that, so let's not worry about it. Don't worry about things that you can't do anything about. Okay, so there are our pretty flowers there. Thank you, Anne. They are very pretty. I was thinking tropical with this one, very tropical. And you know me, I love some tropical. I think it's probably because I live in Wales and there is absolutely nothing tropical about Wales. So whenever I can get tropical, I'll get tropical. Okay, just trying to move things out of the way. And I'm going to go in with the die set now. And I know this fits on my little mini blossom because I used it before. But I am going to do a bit of trimmage. Okay, so I'm just going to trim around it. Not perfectly, just so it will fit on my plate. I may do a little bit of surgery on the leaves. And I think the stamp I had right, what that I thought I had wrong was correct, but the outline was a little bit squiff. So I'm sorry about that one. Teresa, I know you and your purple. I will share the card that I made for YouTube as well, so you can see it at the end. But beautiful. Me and Sue are on the blue and green parade. We do love a bit of blue and green. Chop down these. And as you can see, there's no blue on here yet. Is she going to sneak some in? Yes. Yes, she is. Okay. I'm sorry, I got an itchy nose. Bit of a cold, but it's that time of year now. It's October. It's time to grab out them scarves. I feel so good that I can wear 2 jumpers without people looking at me weirdly. Yay! Oh, thank you, Wendy. Yeah, we normally have a Facebook Live and YouTube Live every Tuesday and Thursday. So we're glad when you guys pop in because we get to have a little bit of chat. Come with me. Okay, so let's find our red one. And then we can cut this one, just making sure that it's all on my plate. Even though it's a huge, huge die, it still fits through our mini blossom, which is awesome. Oh, yes. When we first had the mini blossom, I was like, I'm really not sure how much I'm going to use that because, you know, the plates look really small. But I have to say, 90% of the time I reach for the mini blossom. It's not very often I actually have to get off my chair to go to my other machine to cut things out. So we have our beautiful flowers now. Oh, look at them. They're so very tropical. Okay, so I'm going to do my background and I am going to be doing a little bit of ink blending. So I'm just going to grab some scratch paper. Yeah, I think it's been about 2 hours now. Yeah, it's weird. I'm going to grab my large blending tool and I have one especially for blues and this one is quite bluey. So I'm just going to start with the blues at the top. I was going to do Mountain Mist, Volcano Lake, Lagoon, and then some Galactic Stream, but it looks like I have a ton of maybe Aqualicious on here. I'm not going to say no to Aqualicious. It makes me quite happy. So I'm just going to kind of really rub dark down there and then bring that down. So this is just, I haven't even inked this up. This is just residue what that I had on it because I do not clean these off. Okay, so I've got a really light bit at the bottom and I'm going to add some darker colors. I am going to go with some Teal Cave. That's going to be really quite dark. Yes. Beautiful. I'm not sure, Fiona. I can't remember. I did use it late this afternoon, but my afternoon is different from a lot of people's afternoons. But yeah, it's definitely been down more than 2 hours. So this is Teal Cave. I am going to kind of blend that out a little bit with some Lagoon, maybe? If you know me, you know that I can't stay away from these colors. So Lagoon. And I'm going to really darken up that top edge here with some Galactic Stream. One of my favoriteest navies ever. Oh, Teresa, really? I thought purple was your number one. Ah, 5 UK. Okay, thank you, Christine. really darkening up that top edge now. Right, I'm not particularly happy with my blending at the bottom, but don't worry, we can kind of disguise or fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my water, just going to spray some in my hand and just flick that on. And that is going to disguise kind of any of the lumpy bumpy blending that I had going on. Okay. Do we want any more stuff on here? Yeah, let's go for it. I am going to go, it's a tie, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to go with some iridescent too. I'm not going to spray this one into my hand. I'm just going to use the doohickey. Okay, now I have my background. Okay. Oh, I do love a good rainbow. Yes, yes, I do. Okay, so we have that going on. And I'm wondering, do I want my flowers coming from the bottom or do I want them coming from the top? I think I'm going to have them coming from the top. Okay. Kind of play around with these. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to amputate in there. So I can have that coming out. And then I can use these leaves elsewhere. I think I'm going to get rid of the leaves off that one too. I know. I'm just borrowing them, just borrowing. You'll be all right. Okay. And then I can steal them for up here. And then the other leaves can go up there. Ooh, maybe just popping over there. All right. Okay. Once I'm happy with the arrangement, I am going to use my press and seal, which the lovely Sue made me get. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down. And this is going to keep all of my pieces together. Before I use my press and seal, I did use a couple of strips of washi tape just to keep everything together. So that is an option if you can't find press and seal where you are. So you can see that everything's kind of stuck on there. And then I am sorry that this card has taken so long today, everyone. Let me know if you prefer this more in-depth one or more of a lots of looks at techniques. I'd be excited to know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foam tape going over the joins that we have there. That's going to keep all of those little pieces together and in theory make it like one huge die cut piece. Okay, so this may take a little while of me putting these on. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. Right here. Yep, Sue, you made me do it. You made me get the press and seal, and now I can't stop using it. Okay. It definitely works. Okay. Once I feel that I've got like enough on, I will kind of add some tape to the other pieces, okay? Just some glue tape, because I don't want to be cutting those little strangly pieces. Thank you, Rosie. I'm that kind of girl anyway. I kind of just go with it. Okay, so I am adding a little bit of tape to where I didn't put the glue. Yay, Anne! Hopefully you share it over on the Old New fan page. I know people would love to see. Okay. Oh, we're going to finish this one and then we can do a really, really quick and simple one. That's a good idea. because I already have the other one stamped up. Okay, so I've taken all the backing off. I'm going to bring my background in, and then we're just going to line that up again, hopefully around about where I had it before, because I kind of liked where it was, and then press that down. Now we can remove that press and seal. Now this actually lives on my wall. My press and seal lives on my wall, so I can grab it whenever I need it. You can use it multiple times. Okay, so once we have that, flip that over, and we're just going to get rid of any overhanging pieces. I always find that it's the best way to do it is from behind, because you can see exactly where you need to cut it. So it's going to give you a cleaner look that way. I did used to do it from the front. But this way I find works better. Now that bit's sticking up a bit. I mustn't have put enough glue, but it's all right. There we go. Okay, so all that is gonna need to do now is just pop a sentiment on that one. I'm not sure if I want it going that way now. Oh, yes, I like it that way better. Fiona, try the store that sounds like a river. Okay, hopefully that helps. Okay, so I have that one, and I think I'm liking it that way. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. All right, but I'm going to leave the sentiment off it for now until I'm happy with where I'm going to place that. But yeah, there we go. I love it. Teresa, this is the purple one that I did. If you wanted to see how this one was done, please check that out over on the YouTube channel. I believe it went live on Friday. So I have that one too. Yeah, I'm not sure. Bottom, top, but I do love the colors on this one. It's really bright and vibrant. So I do have another of these flowers going spa. I did do it for this and I didn't use it. So what I'm going to do is, let's create a background, shall we? Okay. I have some masking tape here. I don't want to create too much of a background. This is where I just played because I didn't plan this one at all. Okay. Yeah, okay. Don't I? Okay. We're going to create some stripes, layered stripes, okay? Oh, what color are the purple ones? Okay, if you were after the colors for the purple ones, I used the Tranquility set. So we have the pale mauve, the amethyst, the grape agate, and then I double stamped the plum. So if you're after the purple tones, they were using the Tranquility set. And I also stamped the outline using gold ink rather than black ink. So, okay. I'm going to go with some gray. Although I may have to get up just to go and grab a gray. One sec. Like I said, this one was not planned, but we're doing it anyway. Okay. So I've just added some strips of masking tape. And I'm using some Silver Lake. I'm just going to move these out of the way. I did add the strips over each other. Hopefully you can see. Thank you, Sandy. And this one is Silver Lake. So I'm going to add that along the edge, the taped edge. Look, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. This is one of the ones where I'm crafting without a safety net. You know me. I do things that come into my head, and even before I've actually tried them out. So hopefully it goes okay. Okay. So once we've done that one, I'm then going to remove this one. Oh no. It ripped a little bit there. It's going to be okay. If you do find that your masking tape is sticking, you can gently heat it with a heat tool, and that will release it better than just tugging away at it. Thank you, Anne. Oh, I did it again. Right. Maybe I should heat it up, but you know me. Probably not going to. What's the difference between the crisp dye inks and the others? I imagine you mean the pigment inks. One sec, I'm just going to heat this up a little minute. So, I ripped that quite badly. So our crisp dye inks are dye, and the other mixed media inks that we have are a pigment ink. Now, the dye inks that I'm using now, I'm sorry about this, everyone. Just pretend it's nice and perfect. The mixed media inks that we have will work on a variety of different surfaces. So they will work on cork, they will work on wood, they will work on cardstock as well, and they will work on fabric too. You just need to make sure that you do heat set them, and they will stick fast onto your fabric if you want to use them that way. Dye inks will only really work on paper or porous surfaces because the dye soaks into the paper, whereas the pigment ink, so the mixed media pigment ink, kind of sits on top of the paper. The ink that I'm using now is the dye ink, so it is dyeing the fibers of the paper rather than sitting on top of it. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Also, pigment inks do dry a lot slower than dye inks. So when you are stamping layering images, I would recommend the dye inks, especially if you're going on paper, but you can use the pigment or mixed media inks on fabric with layering stamps. I would just recommend that you kind of heat set each layer. Okay, so that would have been cool, I think, had we not got these rips. Oh, I could put some washi tape, or I could also trim it. But hey, I think it's quite cool. It's a little bit of a different look than I normally go for. But then I have my purple Laelia, and I'm thinking if I'm really clever, which I'm not, I might be able to cover most of the rips up with my Laelia. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of foam tape behind the flower and then glue behind the leaves. So again, if you were after the colours of this, it was the Tranquility set. Maybe I got the names wrong. Wait a minute. It was definitely the Tranquility set. I will check for you. Okay. Oops. Sorry, everyone. I got a bit excited. I thought that this was the Tranquility set. Maybe this is the Sugar Plums. Yep, it's the Sugar Plums. Sorry, the Tranquilities are the blues. Sorry, I'm sorry for me kind of tripping over, getting a little bit excited. But I'm okay. Everything's fine. I didn't break anything, which is also great. Okay, so I'm just going to add some glue behind here. And we have, in fact, nearly negated all of the rippage that we had before. Okay, So let's stick a sentiment on this one because I know that this one's going to go this way around. We do have some really pretty ones on here. I thought that one said, I hope your day goes smoothly, but it says, hope your day is filled with sunshine. And I thought that one would have been good. But I'm going to go with you are a treasure. Okay. Okay. And obsidian. And I'm going to stick that in the little white space that we have there. And there we go. Okay, we've had some trips, we've had some falls, but we have created two really, really pretty cards. One is a bonus because this one was not happening today, but we created a really tropical one. So you can see the really different looks. You can get more of a bold, bright tropical look and more of a muted look. Maybe we should trim that off because that looks a little bit strange. Just tangling over the edge there. Also, if you did want more inspiration, we do have this third card over on YouTube. We also have an amazing blog hop from Friday that does have tons more of inspiration as well. Okay, I'm going to move you guys up now. Hi, Zmara. Oh, pull my glasses down. Okay. So, hey there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a blast. I have really, truly enjoyed this live session with you all. Mrs. Tamp, I hope you give them stripes a go. I didn't know how they were going to turn out, but they turned out quite cool. So please let me know how it goes with you as well. Okay. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you to the amazing Roxanne for popping in all of the links. I know I can be a bit quick with my inks, so I'm sorry. Thank you again, everyone. I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye.